Happy New Year! Welcome to 2026 and all the best for a great new year, folks. Welcome back to WanderRoos. Hey, so it's in the middle of the Aussie summer here in Australia, and as you can see, it's scorching hot. We're actually up at the northern end of the Kosciuszko National Park. We just
9 degrees.
It's 9 degrees.
And a bit of a drizzle.
Bit of a drizzle going on. We had last week we had about mid to high 30s in temperature, stinking bloody hot. And now we're up here in the high country and we're freezing ourselves off. So
I'm wearing two jackets, FYI.
Yeah, it's very. It's not surprising. I mean, you expect this kind of thing up in high country, but it still takes you by surprise. Anyway, we're spending the weekend with friends up here at Kosciuszko, and so we're going for a walk out in Circuits Trail, and we're going to this hut called
Circuits Hut?
Circuits Hut, yep. And this is our morning walk, and then the rest of the day we're going to be forward driving around the park checking out other huts as well. So it's going to be a hut weekend. Alright, so you sit back and relax, keep warm, because we're freezing.
We are.
And we'll show you more as we go along. Alright, so we're a little bit out of the wind now. We don't need to yell at you through the microphone. So we're on this trail called the Circuits Trail, northern edge of Kosciuszko National Park, not far away from the ACT actually. Heading out to a place called Circuits Hut. This will be our first hut for the weekend to explore, and there'll be about, I think we're going to be visiting about another 5 or 6 more this afternoon. Yeah, really pretty area. Just a bit of a weather front sort of come in from the east over the weekend, and it sort of hit us yesterday as we were driving in. So it is what it is. When you're up in the high country, you're going to get weather systems.
We arrived in shorts yesterday, guys.
Yes, we arrived in shorts, and very quickly, almost at miraculous speed, we changed into heavier, warmer clothing. But we'll show you a little bit more where we're staying at later on. It's one of those well-kept secrets of Kosciuszko National Park that not many people know exists. So it's a good place, and if you want more information about it, we'll put a link in the description below. Alright, we're not far away from the first hut, so when we get there we'll show you what it's all about. Okay, so we've made it here to Circuits Hut. This isn't quite as typical as what you would see in the high country. They're more made from slab and corrugated iron, that sort of stuff. This looks to me more like an early settlers or an early cattleman's property from back in the day. Of course, remembering that the high country was very big on the cattle industry. So I've got the feeling this probably would have been a drover's house way back in the day. Haven't really looked into the history of it, and there's no information thing about it. But she's a beauty, that's for sure. So you can see here people left firewood at the front. There's a fire pit there. You're good to use these things for emergency shelter, but otherwise you need to camp outside in this area here. Anyway, it's a bit dark in there, but we'll go inside and have a bit of a look around. As you can see, we're inside now. This looks to be like a multi-purpose room back in the day. We're just going to go in here. This is like the main living area. It's dark, I apologise, can't see anything. Front veranda, looking out to the campsites out there and the fire pit. Looking this way, you can't see it, there's a huge fireplace just there and there's firewood left behind. Just make out this is a beautiful old, I think that's a kerosene fridge from way back in the day. In here, bedroom, a couple of iron frames, a map of the area there. Oh, it's still too dark, sorry folks, I realise that, and we don't have the lamp thing that would ordinarily put on this, but that's looking into another bedroom. And probably just make it out, there's Kat signing the visitors book. So we're just going to stop here, have some lunch, well actually not lunch, we're going to have brunch, and then we're going to head back to the car. So the hike out here is about just over 2.5 kilometres from where we parked the car. Circuits Trail goes much further, but this is not the kind of day to be going out hiking long distances. It's just way too cold, wet and windy, and we're hanging out with friends too, so they've promised to take us for a 4-wheel drive around the area to check out more huts, so we're going to be doing that with them, and we're really looking forward to that too. Alright, we're going to have something to eat and then we'll head back to the car. Well, that's Circuits Hut done, folks. We're going to head back to the car now and go back, meet up with our friends, get a much needed cup of coffee, and then we'll go for some warmth, yes, and we'll go for a bit of a bush bash. But Circuits Hut, it's worth coming out having a look.
Yeah, she's pretty.
It's pretty. Now, in true national park style, at the signpost where we parked the car, it said Circuits Hut is 2.6 kilometres. It's actually 3.2.
Yeah, they checked us again.
Yeah, they lied. So, once again, national parks, you need to get your measuring distance out, like your measuring tape, go that way. Anyway, we're going to head back to the car now. We're sort of keeping our wits about us because there are some brumbies about, not many unfortunately, but there are a lot of dingoes and wild dogs about. So keep our wits about us, and we'll get back to the car and get bloody warm. Alright, let's keep going. Alright folks, so here we are at Corango Homestead. That's the main homestead there. And you've got what used to be a storeroom and an office. And there's a shed there. Down there is a worker's cottage. And this is the grounds of the main house. Up there's an old tennis court. So, way back before Kosciuszko National Park became a national park, this whole area around here was for cattle grazing, and this was the main landowners here. So the homestead itself was built around the 1850s or 1860s, I believe, when it was first established. The original homestead was off in that direction, and it was built sometime around the 1820s or 1830s, and they eventually realised that they built in the wrong spot, because it wasn't getting a great deal of sunlight there, so obviously it was going to be cold for most of the year. So they moved it over this side, where it's a bit more agreeable for habitation, I guess. So way back in the day, homesteads like this were very typical, and they were pretty much like self-contained communities in a way. Everything that they've built here, they've sourced from local materials, and grow their own food and all that sort of thing. Here we go, that homestead there was built in 1895, but I believe there was a earlier building on that same site. And just walk around here. Over there in the distance, that's the workers' accommodation, and of course you've got another workers' cottage over there. Now Corango these days, now that the national park's taken it over, can't remember when they took it over, I think it was like sometime in the 1980s. And all this land around here became absorbed into Kosciuszko National Park. And over here we've got the old stables, built in 1914. And another, that's the blacksmiths I think, just there. And the blacksmiths, they would make all the tools and things that they needed to do what they needed to do. Grain store, so the blacksmith shed, stables, and the grain store, they were built 1914, 1917. And there's the workers' accommodation over there. Now it's accessible for the public to use. The workers' accommodation has a lot of rooms in there that you can use. There's like a main dining area as well. Nice big fireplace with a wood stove. There's a barbecue area at the back there. I think the workers' accommodation can accommodate now about 10 people, 10 to 12 people. And back over there, the main part of the house is available for renting as well. I think they can accommodate also about 10 people. Book accommodation here through the National Park's website, and you're experiencing life up here in the High Country. And it's spectacular, it really is. And this is a prime example of what a homestead was like back in the day. So, Corango Homestead, we'll put a link down below in the description that will sort of for you to check it out. And if you look keen on staying out here, it's pretty good. And as you can hear, there's a lot of cockatoos here. And the cockatoos are here because of these big pine trees. And there they are, up there feasting on pine cones. Alright, there's Cat. We're going to go for a drive. After lunch, we're going to go for a bit of a drive. Yeah, Corango Homestead, northern part of Kosciuszko National Park. Absolutely beautiful place. And this is where we've met up with our friends John and Sharon. Alright, let's keep going on. Most folks will probably recognise this hut behind us, and that's correct, it's Brayshaw's hut. I was showing you this place last year on a solo trip through Namadgi, and yes, we're on our way home. Babe?
Yeah, we had an amazing weekend up in Kosciuszko National Park. It was just amazing. We kind of look a mess. The car looks like well, we don't want to talk about it. So now we had an amazing time, and so many huts we saw yesterday. The weather wasn't the greatest, but still we made the most of it. Had a good time, saw a lot, and just being out there in nature and just in the high country. It's always magical.
So yeah, thanks again for joining us, folks. It's been a fantastic experience, as it always is, going up to the high country. We will be back up there again. There'll be more trips up there to spend time with our friends up there, and there's definitely some hikes we really want to do, and we want to take you guys for the ride. There'll be one more video from me coming up over the next couple of weeks, and then there's going to be a big adventure. One of us is going to go away for a little while, get on a little bit of an adventure. And she will be showing you some parts of Australia that you guys would have not seen before, obviously, but she's going to be showing you some great experiences, so stay tuned. Thanks again for joining us. Take care, and hooroo.
Hooroo, guys.